Hello, welcome back to my channel. This is Bert. On today's video, I'll go in depth and going over my trailer, show you things to look out for when you buy one, and I'll just share with you my experience using this camper. Is it me? Is it just me, or do you guys bump your head into this all the time? I mean, I'm still finding myself bumping my head into this. Not my favorite. Right there, there's sharp edges around. So, not my favorite. So the kid's got to be careful because somebody's gonna get cut. One thing you want to look out for is make sure there are no cracks on the frame. So you want to look over here and look over here. And from inside, you can tell that this previous owner put a bracket to keep this frames strong, so it won't crack. So you want to make sure there's no crack here, or there's a supporting bracket already installed. And the same thing on the other side. And also make sure there are no rivets that is popped. I heard rivets pop on these things, and I haven't experienced that yet, but I bought a rivet gun just in case. Another thing to look out for is make sure that this what do you call these things, are not separating. If there's a slight separation here, I'll probably put glues and to keep this together. Another thing to look for is I've seen some units that this rubber part was separating from the roof, and you can see the honeycomb interior of this roof. So you want to make sure not happening on the trailer that you're looking at. Here's an example of what happens when this rubber things keeps the water away from the camper. But this one separated, so I put a strong glue, adhesive on it, and put a tape on it so things won't separate. I mean, it's not pretty, but I think it's gonna hold. Other things to look out for is to make sure there's no rips, and if there are rips, that they're repaired. There's one over there that's been repaired, and I found another one over there that needs to be done. But my understanding is that you could buy these canvas part from, to replace it. I think they're velcroed in, and that it can be replaced. Other things to look for is like, outside damage. Mine came with a couple bumps and scratches, but it's okay with me. And I guess the most recent thing is the axle. Mine is 2017 and I don't believe it had axle issues. So those are pretty much it when you're looking for the trailer. You want to look underneath to make sure there's no damage underneath the carriage. And you want to make sure the doors open and close without difficulties. Just zoom out a little bit. And you always want to keep this window closed. At least I would, because if you had it open and you open the door, you can definitely crack the window. So this is what it looks like inside. Sorry for a mess, but this is how it's used. I have my bag and my bedding on the one side. This currently is in a bed format. There's a longer pole that will lift up the table and use that as a table, but I'm not doing that for now. And there's a automatic refrigerator. I use it as a freezer and it works really well, and I use very little electricity. Mine came with the stove and sink and a furnace and water heater, so I can have hot water and take shower if I wanted to. Don't like the smoke detector up there. It does go off quite often when I'm cooking inside. This unit did not come with a ceiling fan. It would be nice if I had it, but I could live without it. Another word of caution is always make sure when you have your tent down and you're ready to take off, always remember to put that thing back. I think I lost like 2 because I forgot to put that in. And there is the outside shower with the quick detach connector. And here's a dual liquid propane cylinder there. And so far, I love the unit. My previous trailer was a bigger unit. It had a full bathroom and kitchen and bed. It was a TAF 400. This one's a little bit smaller. Actually, quite a bit smaller. But the beauty of this trailer is that it fits inside your garage, which is great, away from the elements. My TAF 400 trailer had to be de-winterized and kept outside. I obviously kept it covered, but that doesn't fit in the garage for sure. But I'd like to really love the fact that this fits inside the your regular garage. They say it's the size of a Honda CR-V, and mine came with the wireless brake controller. I think it works okay. Eventually, I would like to put in a wired trailer. I personally like the trailer. It's comfortable. It's perfect for 2, even though it comes with the bunk bed up here. But I use it for storage. Apparently, it's only used for people less than 120 pounds. I'm way over that, so I don't even think about using it. Plenty of storage space underneath, but you know what? They all get used up. So there's that. So yeah, I am here at Banks Lake, my favorite boondocking spot. I do need Washington State Discovery Pass to stay here, and there is no bathroom, so you gotta make sure you have porta potty or some sort. And people keep this area fairly clean. I do clean after myself, and also I usually leave it better than I found it. Here's an example. Previous camper let these sauce packages everywhere. I don't know if it was an accident, but I'll probably clean that up when I leave. Another thing is this spot, it's a gravel. So I think tenting is probably out of the question here. But so inspect the roof really well when you purchase these campers. I had this trailer in the rain, and there's no leak on mine. Thank God. Knock on wood. Here, I'll knock on wood real quick. Knock, knock. This is where the water goes in. There's a solar connector there. I'll probably give it a try. I bought one of those folding solar panels, so I'm going to give that a try. You have to buy solar charge controller, because this trailer does not come with it, and you need to have that to charge your battery. It came with the one battery. I think I'd like to eventually buy two when this battery goes out. You can't just add new battery to old battery, because it limits your the capacity. So whenever you want to replace two batteries, you can't just replace one. You have to replace both. It tracks well behind my 4Runner. Tows really smooth. I'm getting around 50 miles per gallon on the freeway, which isn't too bad. I was getting like 10-11 miles per gallon on my TAP 400, towing with whether it's a 6-cylinder or 8-cylinder engine. So I'm very pleased with this trailer. I think this is perfect for, weekend getaway and, small family, maybe couple with a small child, or, just a couple. This is pretty tight in there. I mean, this is great. I'm happy with it for myself. There's some storage here. Believe me, they do get all filled up because you tend to carry stuff with you. And this is where the porta potty goes in. And here's the electrical panel. It's on the noisy side. When I'm at the campground with the power and water, it does have a slight humming sound that I can definitely tell. But it's not much louder than, the compressor of the automatic refrigerator. So, yeah, this is my camper. I still haven't named it yet. Comment below what you named yours, your Cricket, or what you plan to name yours. And so this is a spot it's Friday night in June. Friday afternoon, and I'm the only one here. And it's right on the road, so it can get noisy. But, for being free, except you have to buy a Discovery Pass. I don't know. I think I'm happy with it. I hope to go out fishing tomorrow if the rain isn't too bad. It's supposed to rain tomorrow. And beautiful scenery here. And here's an example of how noisy it can be right next to the road. It's noisy only because mine is a pop-up tent trailer. If you're in a regular trailer enclosed, like hard-sided, the noise isn't too bad. This place gets lots of times that I've been here. It got pretty windy. Today it's really nice and not windy. Beautiful campsite, beautiful Cricket trailer. I owned it since April. Is it April? Yeah. And put about 2,500 miles, well, actually 3,000 miles on it. Spent many nights in it. Bed, a lot of people complain about it. Yeah, it's not the most comfortable bed. I would definitely, I do have that bed comforter top that I put underneath. That helps, but I am going to look into getting a mattress to make it more comfortable. I'm not a big fan of that thing right there, whatever it's called. I wish it was thicker. I think that's like a 1.5 or 1.25 diameter. I also like to put a stabilizer jack in the front. It does wobble as you get in and out of the trailer. And my understanding is that the newer trailers, Cricket trailers, they do come with the front stabilizer jacks. I think that's a great idea. I love this camper. I enjoy it. It's easy to tow, very low maintenance, other than wheel bearing grease that needs to be looked at once in a while, and make sure the air pressure on your tire is correct. I had this camper since late April, and I put about close to 3,000 miles on this trailer and drove around the country and spent many nights in it. And I like it. I'm biased, obviously. I bought it. I had a TAP 400 teardrop trailer, which was about 3,000 pounds. This is about 1,700 pound dry. Comes with a 15-gallon water tank, fresh water, and 15-gallon gray tank. Spending depending on how you use your water, I can go a long time without worrying about water, this camper. And the battery, it's very thrifty with battery, as well as the propane, a liquid propane gas. It comes with a dual propane tank system, and I have used a heater in this camper several nights when it was cold in Arizona, and it works really well, keeps the camper really warm. So, I mean, it's not for four-season camper for sure. For my use, using it on the weekends, on fishing trip and weekend getaway, and I think this is perfect. And I say this many times on this video, but I love the fact that this trailer will fit inside a regular car garage, one car garage. And I like the fact that it's being kept inside, away from the elements when it's not in use. So anyways, I hope you find this video helpful. I know it's been a while since I uploaded a video. I needed a break. Drove everywhere last month, in May. Took several trips on this camper, and I just need time to recover. Having fun is a lot of work, as well as it's expensive, obviously. Brand new Crickets are really expensive. If you're gonna set off, I would recommend used unit. I mean, most people use it, really good. They take care of their trailer, and only really parts that wear out are like water pumps and tires. That's about it. And you got to make sure you, grease the wheel bearing, obviously. I think the number I heard is like every 10,000 miles. So, but that's really minimal maintenance compared to, say, Class A, B, C, or bigger size trailers. The material that's made out of, I don't have to worry about, wood rod. Obviously, it's made from aluminum, and I really like the compact size. I mean, downside is that it's kind of cramped inside, but it's all relative. I mean, if you camped in a tent, I mean, I camped many years inside a Eurovan, Volkswagen van, and tent, and I think this is like happy medium between bigger trailers, campers, and sleeping on the ground. I will be never able to sleep on the ground anymore after having a nice camper like this. I hope you found this video helpful. I think this is a good camper and easy to use. I think it's good for novice because you only are dealing with the system that is fairly easy to manage. Just a gray tank and freshwater tank, easy to tow. I tow with the 6-cylinder 4Runner, and it tows really well. I know some people tow with the Subaru. Honestly, I mean, towing is another subject matter that we can spend hours and hours talking about, and you'll find a lot of videos on YouTube about proper ways towing and what's a good towing vehicle and whatnot. And I mean, it's all compromise. I mean, you if you're not retired, you're still having to drive the car as a daily driver, then you can't have big towing vehicle. You want something practical. I think this is perfect for that because you don't need a huge truck or SUV to tow this. 1,700 pound, easy to tow, no issues with my 4Runner 6-cylinder, and so those are the kind of strong points about this trailer. Thank you for watching my video. We'll see you next time. Until then, take care. Well, this is my Hobie Mirage Lynx kayak setup. I made my own milk crate fish rod holder, and I got Lawrence Hook 5 fish finder, and I have my stuff that I need. I have battery on the side pouch of the seat, and the tools are handy to reach. And I hope this cheap camera works today. Hopefully I'll catch a lot of fish today. Beautiful day today here in Banks Lake.